Hey folks, this is BestInSlot with part 1 of 2 of a 2-hour gameplay session I was lucky enough to be allowed to record of Chaos Theory a few weeks ago. In this first part, you're going to see Chaos Theory mode itself and how that works. You're going to see 5 different species of dinosaur, including the Dilophosaurus and the Velociraptor, and just general gameplay like that. The rest of it isn't edited. I think the decorations might be in this video as well. In part 2, which will be up in 1 hour's time, you're going to see a lot of pack hunting. And also a big carnivore, not the T-Rex. Exciting stuff, I'll see you there.
Everyone was so caught up in the moment, so impressed with what they'd accomplished. And then, chaos. A few years later, the dinosaurs made their presence known again at an island called Site B. Here was where InGen had cloned most of the dinosaurs that would eventually be transported to Jurassic Park. It was supposed to be secret. If not for human curiosity, it might have remained one. Peter Ludlow was now in charge of InGen, tasked with bringing his uncle's vision to life. John Hammond had wanted his precious animals to belong to the world. John sent a team to document the dinosaurs. What we found, to our amazement, was how quickly the dinosaurs had adapted. They had made the island their own. Ludlow had the investors. He had secured a location, but he still needed dinosaurs, and now he knew where to get them. What if chaos yielded a different outcome? What if Ludlow's mission was successful and Jurassic Park San Diego had become...
Hey folks, this is BestInSlot. Welcome to Chaos Theory Jurassic World Evolution 2. Exciting stuff.
That is quite, unimpressive. Say, how long ago was this place abandoned by InGen?
Oh, years. After the incident at our first site, we listened to the concerns, Doctor. That's why Jurassic Park San Diego was put on hold.
Hold. Right. But not canceled. Mr. Thompson.
I believe in the work. You know? That's why I'm here.
Yeah, and I'm here because I believe that I can advise you on how to avoid mistakes made previously.
Understood. I know I can realize the original vision for this park.
I admire your confidence. I've seen it before.
Malcolm is still done with this nonsense.
Welcome to San Diego, Dr. Malcolm. My name's Lily Halford. I'm in charge of operations, and I must say it's absolutely fantastic that you're here. Mr. Thompson wasn't sure you'd say yes.
Well, Mr. Thompson doesn't understand chaos or alimony payments, but you know, he'll learn, as you will, Lily. It comes with the territory, I suppose.
I'm looking forward to it, I think. Well, as you can see, at the moment, the entire facility is a bit of a mess.
Yeah, I saw it from the air. Looks, even worse from the ground.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of things I want to... Ooh.
Everything has to start somewhere.
Hey, Lily.
Even when it's starting over. So why don't we begin with the construction of a response facility and take it from there?
Sounds like a plan. I want to explain some things very quickly. I did actually play this a little earlier today. I'm just going to pause it just for a split second. No, I'm not. I'm going to talk. I did play this a little earlier today. I played this exact same session. I've been battling a vicious migraine the last couple of days, and that play session was just a disaster. It didn't go well. I felt terrible, and it was really annoying me. And thanks so much to Dahlia at Frontier, but also the NJ Live team and David over there, who helped me get back in, found a slot, and I was able to get in and do another play session for you folks at home. I am drugged up to the nines and ready to go. So, let's get started. We have our response facility, which you can see, by the way, these have these, this sort of slight return to Jurassic Park style cladding over the roof. They look Jurassic Worldy. You know, it's not a different era per se, but it still has a little bit of that retro appeal. We'll take a closer look at that beautiful amphitheater in just a few minutes. Let's grab ourselves a backup generator. Let's try to power all these buildings at once, eh? Let's do that moderately intelligently. Here we are, San Diego. There's our map space right there. That's locked, by the way. Let's talk about repairs. There is a research option you'll see later.
Well, I thought we'd get the buildings repaired.
There is a research option you'll see a little bit later on to actually unlock more of the map over time. So whilst the map starts off relatively small, eventually we'll be able to build all the way down there into the area over there, which is pretty cool as well. Now, let's send out our ranger team, get them repairing some of these buildings. I'm going to assume people watching this have seen my last video on the game, or someone else's video on the game in the past, and I'm going to try not to explain all the basics. I'm going to rattle through them a little bit, try to show as much of the dinosaur content as we can. But there we go, San Diego itself. Can I capture mode? Oh, this is cheeky. I didn't try this last time. This is a great idea. That seems to be as close as I can go. There you go. Look at that. There's the dot. There's San Diego right there, looking beautiful. I think you'll all agree. I mean, you only see it from this distance. Yeah, from here it looks great. It really does. I like seeing things like that. You know how game devs work around problems like that? I think that's really cool, actually. Look at that little bridge. Adorable. Anyways. So yeah, there's our buildings, our viewing center is getting repaired, and there is the amphitheater.
I heard someone say that determination is power, and I like that. But let's flip it around. Together, we are determined to power everything. With actual power. How does that sound?
Sounds brilliant, Lily. Is her name Lily? I've forgotten already. Doesn't it look fantastic? It is a beautiful thing. And it does actually work as a viewing center. You know, once it's powered up, I don't think you can view it, but this area in the middle has a view in it, so you can use it in that kind of way, which is a really cool idea. Now, we need to power some buildings. We need to power the amphitheater, so let's put in that there. And we need to power that viewing center from a little bit earlier, so let's put that there. You can see, again, this is really cool. Look, this little Jurassic Park style viewing gallery like that. There's like 3 or 4 of these in the game. It's actually a really nice bit of variety. Big fan.
Exciting day. The first dinosaurs are arriving from what remains of our operation on Isla Sorna.
Well, wait a minute. Isn't most of the original site destroyed?
Destroyed, but not abandoned. The assets still belong to InGen, and we're going to leverage them here in our new park.
We're starting with a herbivore. We want to make sure it's well cared for, obviously, so we'll be monitoring its welfare.
Hope for the best, plan for the worst.
And make sure you can find the nearest exit.
I'm hoping that's enough space. I had a little problem earlier wherein my dinosaurs were very, very spread apart, so I'm hopefully going to cram these Pachycephalosauruses in a slightly smaller area and keep them happy. But they are on the way. It's kind of like that mission on Isla Muerta in Jurassic World Evolution. So what we need to do is get started on making a nice habitat for our incoming Pachycephalosauruses. So let's give them a little bit of a pool in the middle. Maybe cut into it more on the left, because I want them to hang around here on that side in particular. Let's get some... We don't need feeders, of course. We can, though, get, say, some ground fiber. I don't actually know what they'll need off the top of my head, but we can take a look at this. There we go. My determination for this is to, A, manage it successfully and not feel like my head is going to explode, which is exciting for me. But B, you know, last time I played the game, there was a lack of focus on the dinosaurs themselves. You know, people mentioned that, and rightly so, you know, it was absolutely the case. I'd like to correct that a little bit this time around, if I can. So that's going to be part of the idea going forward. I shouldn't say that, because now when I fail to live up to that, people will have more reason to be annoyed at me. I need a rock. That's what we need. We need some good rocks. And of course, we have our magic ability. Yeah, you can rotate, sure. Then you hit spacebar. Wait for it. Sheer unbridled happiness. And we have 5 Pachycephalosauruses. Absolutely chunk loads of them. Let's get them in there. Wait, I need my rock. Where's my rock? Where's my rock got? I've forgotten that. There it is. Okay, let's get a different rock. It's really cool. It's just a nice little bit of control that you didn't have in the past, you know? Bam. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, our first Chaos Theory dinosaur. What would happen if we tried to make San Diego a viable project? Well, this is part of what it would look like. There it is. Hello, buddy. Now, before we spend too long looking at them... Oh, let's just see what's going on here first. Oh. How cool is that animation? It's like the Dilophosaurus as they, you know, they snap at each other as they walk past, but it's just a little cheeky headbutt. It's not full-on territorial. It's just, you know, I'm here. You know, let's, you know, keep an eye on each other a little bit here. So, we need that. And we're going to need a gate. And hopefully, we can send our ranger team over. Add that task there. They should be on the way. Let's have a little peek. Ranger team. Oh, there they are. In their old Jurassic Park vehicle. Chundering away. No, chundering means throwing up. It's not the words I was trying to use there. Look at that in the light. Isn't that beautiful? And the sandy amphitheater in the distance. Deep, deep love for that amphitheater. It is fantastically modelled. It really is. I'm going to keep hanging out with the dinosaurs for a little bit. So we need to find out what they're missing to get that comfort level. And to find that out, we need to do our little scan. So he comes in, checks in at the ranger. Look at those lights. Checks in at the ranger post. And then pops out the old binocs. Does a little scan. Missing ground leaf. And now we know. We can fix the problem. So we could use that, which I think I might do. We could use this in particular. There we go. You can see that's the timer start to go down. That little lens flare there. And our Pachycephalosauruses are nice and happy. Arrival of Compsognathus, 2 minutes.
Coming together.
I've already seen one come apart.
All of our safety precautions are in place, Dr. Malcolm. They have to be with the latest deliveries. We have a small carnivore arriving.
And larger carnivores, too, which are not any kind of cute, if you ask me.
Well, knowing your history with a particular species, Mr. Thompson thought it best not to trouble you with the details.
Oh, yeah, no, I've seen what a T-Rex can do. My therapist and I talk about it all the time. It's an alpha predator, and now you're bringing it here.
No. We know what we're doing.
Yes. And here's the thing, Thompson. I know what you're doing as well.
Here's the thing, Thompson, buddy boy. Pay attention. So, I did, of course, I've got a little advantage here. I knew the compy was on the way. That's why I thought if I leave this space here, that will be perfect for the Pachycephalosaurus and for the Compsognathus together. I thought that would be a really nice little double exhibit. It's a compy. It's pretty bloody small. But it's not just a compy on the way, is it? No. We have a T-Rex on the way. And I think we have to try to make this work. I will admit, I tried to make this work in my playthrough when I recorded it earlier on today. But let's just blame the migraine because it didn't work. This area here, you can't put water in. And for some reason, I thought this was as wide as it went. I thought this was the end of the park. It's obviously not. So what we're going to do is we're going to rig this to be a Tyrannosaurus Rex habitat. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be very, very cool. Now, they've got all that room in there, right? So we don't need to make it massive on the outside, I think. I think maybe down to there should be okay. We'll give that a go. And we'll see how that ends up. If we need to make it bigger, we need to make it bigger. These lines, these little dotted lines, super helpful. Compy! Here you go, guys. Got you a new house. There's bloody loads of you guys. In your pop. So as we go through this, I will tell you the mistakes I made last time. I think it'll be useful. One thing I did was I put the compy with the T-Rex, figuring that the compy and the T-Rex would be fine together. The T-Rex does not like cohabitation, and it doesn't like living with other carnivores. And it didn't work. And the T-Rex did actually kill a compy. I didn't see it, but it did have a compy that was killed by a T-Rex, which was quite unexpected to me. I'm going to make this like a little outside oasis-y looking bit. So make sure that's nice and ready for the Rex. We're going to need another power center. Let's just... that's fine. Another... Oh, we have some slight problems. I just realized. For example, it's a T-Rex, and there's no fence because it's destroyed. I actually went bankrupt, though, in my playthrough. I just completely ran out of money. There's a couple of things you need to keep an eye on. The first of all is that these power generators seem like a really good idea, and at the start they are. It's all you have access to. but they will bankrupt you pretty quickly because when they have to regenerate in fuel, it costs an absolute fortune.
The T-Rex and the Compsognathus are central to our success at the park. They'll draw in the crowds. So now that they're here, let's ensure they're comfortable.
Will do, buddy. Let's get that there. Let's get that there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to send off this team over here. And this team over there. And there we go, T-Rex in the amphitheater. How very cool is that? I don't know how happy they'll be. We need a stats check. We also need to give them food. And I know for a fact that they need, the Rex, a prey requirement, right? They need to feast on goats, basically. Now, this is an interesting one. So you need a carnivore, but you actually also need to have placed a basic meat feeder in order to get that feed. It's like a previous node kind of thing. So sometimes you'll unlock new things by building previous things. So, oh wait, I don't even have the basic feeder. Okay, this was a slight issue. Let's get that one on the go. So who are our researchers? We have Lopez and we have Abanda. Let's go for both of them because we have to. There we go. How cool is that? It is awesome. It really is. Jurassic Park San Diego with the Rex. I'll put the feeder in the middle. Hopefully this is enough room. We'll find out very soon. Now we have to go make the compies happy as well, but kind of just focusing on this bit for now. How you doing, Rexy? Oh, should also point out. Right, open space? Seriously? Really? Oh, it's just a little bit too small. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just going to bring it out to the sides by, like, a length. I figure as long as the feeder is inside, they'll still go inside all the time. Bring it out just to... It's not going to be symmetrical. It's deeply upsetting. I think you'll all agree. Pretty good. Got to remember, these fences don't build instantly. Oh, and there's no gate anymore. I'm so sorry. Go, drive through it. There you go. It's, all part of the master plan, ladies and gentlemen. All part of the master plan. Now, I don't have the scientists to get the live bait feeder. We need more in the welfare points. So let's pause the game just for a second. Because I'm apprehensive about what my Rexes will do in the meantime. I do want to point out this, by the way. This is the proper Lost World Rex. This is the book Rex from the Lost World. So confirmation, definite confirmation that those legacy skins have made it into the game. I'll show you those again in the daytime, of course. There she is as well, looking beautiful. The matriarch, as it were. And, so what we need is some more scientists, because our scientists we have aren't quite capable of handling the task. We need one with some decent welfare, really. So who has... Whew, Morco Shaquille is a monster. Okay, Morco, you're on the board, buddy. And then I want someone... Another problem I had last time was my scientists didn't have good logistic skills or genetic skills, and very quickly that comes back to bite you in the booty. So I'm going to try to keep that in mind as we go forward and try to pick up people who are somewhat talented in that area. Horwood, Zoe Horwood, saves money by living at home. Patrick wanted to be a road sweeper. Where are my ghost people? They are here, but none of these are ghost people, unfortunately. I only want scientists who want to go to Area 51. They're the kind of people I trust with my company, okay? Right. Let's try to get ourselves this goat feeder then. So we go back to research, of which I will show you lots of stuff very soon. We go to exhibit. We go to here. We set the task. Lovely stuff. I do want to show you everything, so we're going to go very quickly through the dinosaurs. We're going to do this bit by bit instead of me cramming it all in one part of the video. So let's start with the species that are in this demo. We have Struthiomimus, Dryosaurus, Gallimimus, Pachycephalosaurus. We have Parasaurolophus, Maiasaura, she's back, Apatosaurus, Camarasaurus, Brachiosaurus, Mamenchisaurus, very cool. We have Velociraptor Dilophosaurus, We have Coelophysis compsognathus troodon, Carnotaurus majungasaurus, Suchomimus, awesome. Have to get level 2 park rating, maybe you ought to do that. And of course the T-Rex. And we also have Triceratops, Chasmosaurus in its new green skin, Chunkingosaurus has indeed returned, Gigantspinosaurus, ow my head hurts, Crichtonsaurus, and Stegosaurus. I think we can safely say at this point that every single dinosaur has made it back into the game. So we'll leave it there for now. That's the dinosaurs. Let's go see what we can do to make our compies happy. What do you guys need? You all need a status check, apparently. Currently checking on the Pachycephalosaurus. I didn't give you any meat, did I, guys? That's probably a problem, if I'm honest. Try to get that sorted for you. There you go. At least you won't die anymore. Let's check out the compies for a second. They are, you know, basically the same as the last game. Very bouncy. Oh, hello. Where did you just get that from? You cheeky little blighter. I jumped onto a magical ghost feeder. They're zooming, they're zipping. So they should be getting checked on soon. Yeah, you can see the stats check here for the compies. It's on the way. The Rex won't be happy until it gets prey. You can see if we click on the Rex, it has a prey need of 3. And it also needs some sand, so we can do that right now. But basically, the default meat feeder doesn't give up any prey. So to accompany that, you need to give them several goats. It does make me feel like there's plans, because it's a bit weird to only need, like, to need 3 goat feeders, right? And that's what you need. 1 goat feeder is 1 prey. I'll show you right now. Prey, 1 out of 3. I feel like maybe not in the initial game, but maybe there's plans down the line. I was meant to put them in there to get us a cow feeder or something that gives more prey than 1, you know? Our Rexes are happy anyway. Compies, what do you need for your happiness? Sand. They love sand around here, I'm telling you. How are we doing, Compy? There we go, Compy, good. Rex, good. I'm going to try to show you the book Rex in a bit of better lighting. There you go. There you go! Oh, you little stunner. Beautifully timed one. How beautiful, stunningly beautiful is that Rex right there. I've got to say, I love the environment as well.
We did it!
This wouldn't have happened without you, Dr. Malcolm.
Hey, I want it on record. I'm not in favor of this park's existence.
But this was John Hammond's dream. Delayed, but not denied.
Yeah, I think this environment is fantastic. I was a little apprehensive as to whether it would work, you know, this deserty environment. Was it going to jive with Jurassic Park? But I think as long as you've got the right dinosaurs, in a way, you know, they've got the right sort of skin colors and textures, it works perfectly. It works really, really well. I think it's beautiful. I'm really excited. I love that little bump. It seems like every dinosaur has like a little interaction like that, you know, when they walk past each other, little social interaction. Anyways, arrival point, open park. Welcome to Jurassic Park San Diego.
Dr. Malcolm, this facility brings needed stability to InGen's operations. That's a win for us both.
So it would appear.
And the park is a unique opportunity for our guests.
Or, you know, for the hungry dinosaurs.
Jurassic Park SAN DIEGO. Isn't it something?
Oh, it's something, all right. A living illusion.
Right. So, once you've done that, once you've established this
As
base,
impressive as the park is, it can always be improved, specifically in the area of guest comfort. We need to get the numbers up. Who doesn't love a cold drink? And it's a good way to keep up our profits. Keep an eye on the drinks amenity, and the money should flow. Ultimately, everyone is at the park for one reason: to see dinosaurs. This is the only place in the world they can, and they want to. That's why you need to increase our dinosaur visibility. Give our guests a view their eyes won't believe.
How cool is that? That animation just rubs his chin along the ground. It has a little scratch, basically. I love it. Okay, so we can get our core research, our core guest buildings, I should say. So, small hotel, emergency bunker. What I really want... Oh, this is how you get wide path and stuff like that as well, by the way. Wider paths, bigger paths, luxury versions of paths. That's probably why we haven't seen many path types so far. It's because it's actually something to research in Evolution 2. So, we have a couple of goals. I'm going to kind of pay attention to these at the start. They're not the be-all, end-all. But I do have a very specific goal in mind. And that goal... I'm going to pause for dramatic effect. That goal is to show you pack hunting. I really wanted to do it last time. And we'll talk about what went wrong. Because it went very wrong. But the goal is very much to show you pack hunting. I want to see it for myself. You know, I've not been able to see it. Can I get this... I need 250 guests for that amenity. There's people on the way. I'm just going to give them a second. There's a couple of buildings we need. We need a expedition center. Can we get that right now? Yeah, let's grab an expedition center. That's going to let us pick up some dinosaurs. And we're going to want eventually a staff center as well. Otherwise, we can't help our staff out. When our staff are super tired, they need the staff center to chillax, basically. There we go. Just a little monthly update. Staff center. What do we need? Okay. As soon as my staff are ready, we are good to go. We'll be cooking with petroleum, as they say. Don't hurt the Jeep. Thank you. But you can see what I mean. If I click this, you'll see it's got a viewing area around there. It means it's not really ideal for the Rex, if we're totally honest. Actually, not ideal for any dinosaur. Oh. Drive, little Jeep, drive! Not really ideal for any dinosaur because you can't put water in there, so you kind of need a little area down here no matter what, plus for the Jeep to get into, etc. But it is very cool. All I would request as a change is let us put water in here, because if I could put water in here, and even when it's completely empty you can't, well, if you could have it as a closed off exhibit for like a smaller dinosaur or something, or in sandbox mode you could use it as is, basically. It'd be really cool. As it is, my T-Rexes are hanging out down here, and that's very unhelpful. So I think we're going to add some viewing galleries. Perfectly symmetrical viewing galleries. Okay? I won't hear another word of it. Now. No. So... what was I doing? I wanted to get... we might need an amenity before it's going to let me get the next step. Let's have a little peek here. Staff center, that's what we want. Gonna put a banner on that. He's a Chad. He'll handle it. Not a problem. Amenities. So this is what we need. Yeah, we're not getting there as is. So let's get some amenities into the park. Where do we need them? We need... drinks. Food. Shopping. Here mainly. This is the main zone. I actually kind of want to put a... bear with me, folks. Bear down for midterms. We're just going to put a little guest viewing section. Ugh. Okay. Just got to get rid of the water. Not a problem. Those of you watching at home will be happy to know I didn't insult any lovely people watching me this time accidentally. Very proud of myself. Thank you. You have to move the gate as well. If you don't know what I'm on about, you need to go watch my last video. Mildly embarrassing events happened. They're going to squeeze in there now. Ah, look at that. Beautiful. Some things are just meant to be, ladies and gentlemen. Some things are just meant to be. There we go. I love that. The straight lines just feel so much more usable nowadays for some reason. I don't really know why. There's not really been a big change per se. Let's get some amenities up then. Some basic ones. Where are we? There we are. So, yeah, we're just going to, I think, just dash them along here. There's 2 viewing areas in very close proximity, so this seems like a really good place to have a bunch of amenities. And it's important to have, you know, that little bit of income coming in, really. I'm going to buy all 3 small ones. And there is a specific research item I want. I want a power station. I don't really know how this all works. But this requires periodic refueling, and I don't think the regular power station does. And what happened in my last playthrough, and I'll explain, is basically I was spending all my money kind of desperately trying to get pack hunting at the very end. Which is what I need, by the way. Well, I need this first, don't I? Oh, this is actually what I need. Sweet. Spending all my money trying to do this, and I ended up with like 50k in the bank. I was like, that's fine. I'll just build up money over time. It's not a big deal per se. But the problem is, as soon as my power generator ran out and I had 50k, I couldn't afford to refuel the generator, and that generator was powering all my amenities, so I stopped making money altogether and I started to lose money, and then I definitely couldn't repower the generator, and I went bankrupt within about a minute. It was an utter disaster, to say the least. It really was. It was mad. Right, anyways, now that I've covered that nonsense, I think I'm going to wait until this power station comes in. I'm losing a little bit of money right now. That's okay. Is that because we hit 1 star? It might be. Now, this isn't being powered right now, but we're going to put in a proper power generator. We're just waiting for this technology over here to finish. Now, one thing we do need is a staff building, as I mentioned, because we can't make our staff happy if we don't have a staff building. Staff center, that's what I want. Let's put it in there. Love that little line as well, showing that it's generating from there. That's cool stuff. Okay, and oh, we also need a we need a operations center, an expedition center, I should say. Power. I want to go hang out with my Rexes again. I love how they sleep and how they sit. Oh, don't wake him up. Rude. It stepped over the tail. That might be fortune, I'll admit, but still, it looks cool. Oh, they are awesome, aren't they? Look at that absolute stunner right there. Oof, chills. So we can now get ourselves a power station. The backup generators are just that. I think basically, if I had to guess, maybe backup generators don't fail during, storms and stuff like that. I don't know for sure. It's just a guess. Is that going to reach over there? Yeah. But I think long term, they are there, you know, that's the point, it's backup, right? But they're very expensive, they need refueling. They're not going to replace your standard power stations, because at the end of the day, they end up costing you way more than the others do. I am curious how much power they generate. That generates 30. What does this generate? We'll have to find out very soon. We've got to spend more time with the Rex. I just love the book Rex in particular. Oh! Bye, Felicia. Is that the meme? I know memes. I'm down with the kids. Don't you want to go instead? Where's the other Rex anyway? Just imagine you turn up to this amphitheater and all you see is the goats. It's just like right now, all you can see is a goat. I mean, it's a lovely goat. Don't get me wrong. God, the book Rex is really. Oh, you get out of there, lads and lasses. The book Rex is fuming today. Just look at her though in the amphitheater. It's so cool. It really is. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? I gotta go back to work. I've got things to do. So much to do, so much to see. Right, they're powered up. So, we have a slight button here. And now they're here, sure, but they're all food shops, which is obviously immensely useless. So, we're gonna try to fix that. We're gonna change it to a drink shop. And we're gonna change this one as well to a shopping module, like so. And that should make things a whole lot better. Now, we need to also do the interior modules. And actually, let's hit play first of all. We need to see who's going to arrive here. And then we'll know how to gear those modules to people. But we should start to see a positive change very soon. I think. I hope. Now, I don't want to spend time not researching. It's very important that we kind of keep on top of that as much as possible. And also that we click the right button. What was I going to do this with? Oh, yeah, so we need carnivores. I actually don't need carnivores. Well, I'd quite like a Suchomimus. I think that'd be really cool. So I'm going to start heading towards there. Whether we make that in time is a whole other kettle of fish. I don't know how many kettles of fish you folks at home have, but I only have like 2 kettles of fish, so I'm very limited. So we're going to start sending out an expedition as well. I'm going to try to get a Velociraptor. Which is going to require slightly more than my staff can currently handle, as you can see. So we actually can fix that, at least slightly. Let's go to our staff center. We should be able to hire more staff now. Yeah, sweet. Okay, so we're looking again for people with genetics and logistics. I haven't found that welfare was that helpful at this point in time. I'm sure it will be later. Oh, Elijah Woods. It's Elijah Woods. it's Frodo. But people with really high logistics and genetics seemed more helpful to me in the time I was playing it, so that's what I'm going to keep aiming for now. And hopefully cheap prices as well. Like I said, I went immensely poor last time. I was full on bankrupt, so I'd like to avoid that if at all humanly possible. Trivia buff Santi can name the capital city of every country. I can't deny that. That's incredible. Santi absolutely deserves a job. Well done, Santi. Okay. Did I build a staff center? Yeah, I did. So we can use this to give our people a rest. You need it. Abanda needs a bit of a chill. I'll send Marcus to a break as well. And hopefully we can still do our research. I might need to wait a second now. Research? Not research. Research? Expedition. For a Velociraptor. No, see. That's the problem. It tells you if your staff aren't ready yet, basically. But what we can also do is train them up a little bit. But not in this building. This building? Why can't I train? Not sure. I think I need level 2, and I'm only level 1. Something like that. So we're going to speed up time a little bit. Why am I still not making money with these amenities, out of curiosity? I actually don't understand that. How can my drink coverage be so low? These two, super low. This one, absolutely fine. Sorted. This one, ruined. And it's why I'm not making any money and why it's going terribly badly. So I'd like to fix that if I can. Why is there no interest in my ginger beer? Does no one want ginger beer? Should we change it? I love ginger beer. What about root beer? Will that make people happier? Or if I put some modules in? Try to appeal to people a little bit. No, now it's making even less money because it costs a fortune to run. I'm just going to hemorrhage all my cash, basically. This isn't what I wanted at all. Alright, let's try to send out this Raptor expedition. So I need 5 points. There we go. You see how having high expedition and high research would come in handy, because you're constantly doing this kind of thing, you know? Oh, 9. Jeez, that is actually going to be one of the harder limits right there. Bloody Nora. I can't figure this out for the life of me, you know? I genuinely can't figure it out. I kind of want to swap them with bigger amenities. These are much more useful, I find. I need 250 guests, so we don't have it, though. I wonder if people just aren't seeing the Rex enough. Oh, that's not connected. I don't think that's a big deal, but it'll help. That one is, though, right? Yeah. I'm not surprised, yeah. I was making a fortune at these last time. You're minus... price power. What? Making 2.5 grand for my donuts. But these... no, just no one's interested in drinks or... the other. I don't really get what's going on, actually, if I'm honest with you. Guest comfort, 0. Why? Did I get a shelter? Did I get a shelter? I bought one, didn't I? I think I sorted that out. The game does throw you sometimes, I'm telling you. Get a bunker. Put it there. And we'll get a restroom as well. But I think something is fundamentally wrong and that I need to change something to make this work. I didn't have this problem last time. I'm genuinely a little confused. But we'll figure it out. Not a big deal. Oh yes, how much power does this generate? 60. Yeah, it really is a much better idea for the long term. I wonder if this doesn't use power whilst that is generating power, if that makes sense. Oh, there we go. Hey, we're in profit finally. Oh, lovely stuff. Okay. So you can see here, we want to configure to grey, which is like average people, and explorers, I think that is, with that one. So that's what we want to aim for, because that's like the people that are in the area the most, essentially. I'm wondering if I can get any better than that. I don't think so. That one just puts them both below. Like, there's a high demand. We're going to swap those out later anyway. But it's just good to start getting some cash through the gate, you know? Same with this one. So we're going to rig that for that one in particular. And we're looking for fossil display. That's fantastic. And we nearly got there. It's a lot easier with the larger amenities compared to the smaller ones. Doesn't require power game. Talking nonsense. It's fine. So again, just add all these things. Very cool. Okay, so that should start making some decent moolah. Now get wide path. That suggests maybe we've unlocked the ability to get those higher level amenities, potentially. Yes, we hit that limit. Lovely stuff. There we go. And we'll place all those buildings, basically. I'm not too worried about the 50% or even hitting this. It's just nice to have some money coming in from like a nice sustainable source, you know? I'm very curious what like triggered this change though. It did seem to be the shelter, didn't it? Oddly enough. Very unusual. Right, you need some power, so we're gonna rig this up a little bit over here. Actually, I might just build another power station. How much money have I got? Yeah, we're fine. Fine. I'm so paranoid. You have no idea. I'm so incredibly paranoid now that I'm gonna just end up bankrupt once again. But I'm just replacing those power stations over time. I might not replace them. I'll keep them there for, you know, I don't know. Maybe we'll get a storm or something. Maybe something will go wrong. But yeah. Right. So we have our dig team off at the moment, trying to get our Velociraptor. We need to look at our staff. I need another staff sensor, I think. Ah, that's what I needed. How are we doing? Where are we? I forgot I can do things. Staff center task type. Oh, that sounds useful, actually. Should we grab that? We can't at the moment. What's the one I really need? Staff center upgrades 1. That's what I want, really. Staff training up to level 2. Yeah, so we need level 2 scientists for that. I really want to get these raptors on the board. I think that's going to be our next big thing, basically. We've got new amenities, which is cool. Just waiting for the dig team to turn up. Any second now. Any second now. I haven't actually looked at... there we go. Sweet. So let's go check out our dig team. Our fossils. Here we go. Oh, no amber, which is a shame. I can fit a 2 in there. There we go. Put those in there. Scientists. I actually have nearly enough to do what we wanted to do to get the Suchomimus, or the next level of research in Suchomimus at least. There we go. So dig team going, fossil extraction going, both at the same time. Speed that up a little bit now. And whilst that's going on, we need to give a break to those staff members who quite clearly desperately need it. That's you and you. Lovely. And you need refueling. There's so much more to do now, honestly. It keeps you much busier. It's not a bad thing at all. I'm a big fan. Big, ginormous in my fan size. Oh, also, we need to research the hatchery. We actually don't have this by default. Now, I shouldn't have any staff members available, but once any of these 2 things are done, we'll get a hatchery on the go. Well, we may as well wait till we get the raptor, right? We're going to build a little raptor habitat right here. Maybe we'll build it here. Do you reckon that's enough room? I'd like it near here. Maybe if I move that substation inwards. That's a good idea, actually. Let's do that. We'll do that. And I think a good size raptor... I mean, yeah, for sure that's a good size raptor exhibit right there. Okay, something just happened. I think our fossils just came back. Let's get that hatchery on the go. That shouldn't take very long, I don't think. I feel better now. I feel less dead. It's nice, honestly. I was a disaster earlier today. I really was. It was really rough. Everyone's recovered from resting. I do want to try to keep up that research. Oh, there's another thing we need as well. I've just remembered. Let's get that. The problem is right now, the raptors don't actually have anything to hunt, per se. You know, they could hunt, say, the Pachycephalosaurus, but I don't think they'll pack hunt a Pachycephalosaurus, right? It seems unlikely to me. So we need to give them something a little bit more substantial, like the Myosaura, or I believe the Parasaurolophus is available as well. Do I have a dig team out at the moment? I don't think so. So really, we're just going through dig teams. I do, yeah. Absolutely. Well, we may as well do some more research then. What do we need? Let's have a little thunk. I mean, nothing sticks out. I want that staff sensor, but I need 2 stars for that. I'm probably not going to get until the raptors pop up, I suppose. So we'll just chill for a little bit. I'll wait for these dig teams, keep sending them out, keep going around like that. All hunky-dory. Compy's popping along. Boing, boing, boing. At least they're happy. Everyone seems pretty happy. Okay. To the control room. We have yet more fossils. Oh, it's a 4 and a 3. Jeez. Oh, it's still going on, isn't it? Okay, so we should send out the... I'm getting a little overwhelmed. I need to calm down. We just need to send out the team again. This is probably the last one we'll do, I think. Go. Speed up time. Big team's on the way. Fossils are being extracted. Feeling good. Feeling sexy. Here we go. How you doing, Rexes? Everyone happy down here? Ooh. So it's showing you what happened in the last month. Yeah, cool. Income jumped up quite a lot, but that'll be the amenities for you. Extraction finished. Cool. Let's get the next extraction on the go. This is the price I'm paying for you folks at home, by the way. So that I can hopefully finally show some blimmin' pack hunting. I do it all for you. I do it all out of love. Most of it out of love. Partially because I want to do it myself. I'm not 2 stars, but I keep looking at this. I think I want to get the raptors in before I worry about researching. Get the go. Nom, nom, nom. Before I worry too much about the next stage of researching the carnivores. I think that just makes more sense. I love it when they're in the amphitheater, though. Isn't it fantastic looking? Isn't it such a beautiful building? Oh, I do have some Dilophosaurus footage. That's from the other playthrough I did. I probably won't have any commentary with it, but I'll include that at the end of the video. So we're not going to hatch Dilos during this, but I do have Dilo footage for you, so you'll see those as well at some point. So definitely something to look forward to. They're really cool, by the way. The Dilo looks really cool. Actually, maybe I'll just put it in right now. Maybe that's a better idea. Enjoy, if I remember. If not, it'll be at the end. Depends if I can find this part right here. Right, so those fossils are done. Let's send those ones on as well. So what's our Raptor DNA? It's 57%. So it's not quite there, but it's getting there. Let's set things up. We've got a hatchery, which is, as you would predict, ginormous. Monolithic in size, as they always are. Oh, I want to see what these other stations do. Backup generator, small power station, yes. Large, I don't know yet. It's not going to tell us yet. Oh, there is a very exciting thing in here, though, which people will, well, be excited by. I'll show you that in just a second. Sorry, I'm very one-track mind right now, I'll admit. Basically, there's a ton of decorations. And we actually have access to them now as well. There's signs, and there's statue-looking things. There's a lot of pretty cool stuff. What I'll do is, again, that's something I filmed earlier. I'm very fortunate, honestly. Like I had to because I was dead. It wasn't my intention, but I'm very fortunate that I've been allowed to do this because it's letting me split my content in a really useful way. So again, shout out to Frontier and the live company. They didn't have to do this, but they did because they're lovely people. But my point was, I filmed the decorations already earlier in that other play session, so I'll just do what I said with the dilos. I'll show you those decorations in a separate little clip, basically. Might do a double viewing area for this one. How are we doing on money? My paranoia is never going to leave me. Okay. Remember, it shifts now. No longer the space bar. It's still very confusing, I promise you. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get used to that, but it's gonna be a while. And what I mean is, it's shift to bend your fences and stuff like that, not the spacebar. Spacebar now pauses the game instead. So there we go. Pretty nice setup, I would say, for another habitat. You know, we're well set up all over the place. Looking pretty good. That expedition has finished, and our extraction has finished. So what are our raptors sitting at? 65%. God, intolerant. That's really high. Should have just done this to show you the dinosaurs. Oh, that's scarily high. Yeah, interesting. In the interest of making sure this happens, however, I'm going to stop searching for the raptor now. I'm going to start searching for the para. I just want to make sure. I'm really paranoid about it. I'm not going to lie. Go, set those off. Research. We'll get there in the end. Carnivores, how are we doing? 7 out of 9. Am I 2 stars yet? No, but we will be soon. So we can actually hatch our velociraptors. We decided to go for it at 65%. Seems fine to me. What could go wrong? And there is our different skin patterns there. So is that... Yeah, so we don't have the pattern. This is the base skin. You know what's interesting, though, is that the colour kind of informs the skin a little bit. 97B, 97... Oh, it's because it's... It's 97! It's Lost World, right? I mean, this is not the right colour, but it must be. Okay, right, let's just try that out. Is there anything else I can do? Any genome editing up here, maybe? Give them a longer chance to live. Seems good. Doesn't seem to have a negative. Okay. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm hyped. Raptors on the way. That's cool stuff there. That's very cool stuff. Ah, it's a nice looking little park. I need to do some design work over here. This is very boring looking. So we can change, you know, that. We can change all of this. Just click some random buttons and then suddenly you've got like an immensely different looking building. There you go. Took like 2 seconds. And you could probably think about it a little bit more than I did, but thinking's for nerds. Right. Unfortunately, it's kind of in the shade, but so let's select the eggs we want to use. So this one, Nocturnal Fit. Rule 97A. I thought I clicked B, but apparently not. These have a lower cohabitation threshold. That shouldn't be a big deal. This one has long-lived, which is cool. That one has a minus cohabitation cost and a raised one, so that one's a good one as well. This is costing me a lot of money. I'm going to get 4. And hope that that's okay. Oh, no. Woods, I'm sorry. I overworked you, buddy. I'm desperately sorry. Let's get Woods sorted, shall we? Give him a little nap. We'll give a bunch of them a nap, actually. You know, while we're waiting. They're going to have a nap. We'll pop out the raptors. Actually, it means we can set up the exhibit in the meantime, which is cool. So we're probably going to need maybe a couple of these, I guess. Goat feeders. It's a raptor. You'd expect it to want to hunt a little bit. Get that in. Let's get some water. A little bit of water. Get water? No, not there though. There we go. So they can come and drink down here. You'll be able to view them from that viewing area. That'd be really cool. Okay, cool. Cool. Now we're all down here. Having a good time. Oh, actually, maybe we'll be able to do it with the ones who went on the fossil hunt. Let's have a little peek. Oh, whoops. Maybe. Oh, of course. Morcus. Morcus saves the day. Yeah, he can do it on his own. What a monster of a man Morcus is. With a great name as well. Morcus. I love it. We're also going to need one of these little ranger post thingies, and we'll have to add that to the routine. Go. And speed up time. Raptors are on the way. It's going to be nighttime for the animation. Bit of a shame. But that's okay. Everyone has recovered from resting. So the next step then is, well, first, oh, look at that double amber. That is cheeky. That is the definition of cheeky right there. Woods is on it like a car bonnet. He is. Let's get a little bit more para. It is going to be bad for the para. This. My intention is very much to kind of stick the para into this exhibit full of velociraptors and see what happens. But it's, you know, it's a circle of life. What can I say? You see how my money's failing quite a lot, but I did just make a ton of velociraptors, and they are very expensive, so that's probably the main reason why. At the moment, you get to see some goats. Look at that, trotting by. Love this viewing gallery. I think it looks awesome. Okay, cool beans. Cool beans. How's everyone doing? You're good. Compies are pointless to check on, I'm afraid. They always have been. I love that they're in the game, and I never want to use them. It's a weird dichotomy. I love that animation. Wait. Oh, I want to grab it. It's such a cool little animation, though. It really is. Let's see what they're up to for a second. I will spend a little bit. I just really want to get to this pack hunting and maybe the Suchomimus, and then I'll spend a little bit more time with the dinosaurs themselves. I do kind of regret not showing you enough of the dinosaur interaction in the last video. So I want to make up with that with some new behaviors, i.e. the pack hunting. And look at the footprints as well. It's funny, it's such a small difference, but it really does make a difference. They do... Look at it. Wait, watch him. I'll do it again in a sec. We always do it twice. There it is! Right, let's grab ourselves some velociraptors for the first time. And these are 97 velociraptors. Here we go. Yes! Oh, that's so cool! Oh, that's awesome. That is really cool. Oh, man. Wait, you can't be missing open space. How much space do you need? No. It's going up. They're adjusting. They need more prey, though. They need 2 prey items. Cool was that? And they are. Wait, they have 2 prey items. These are stupid raptors. They're big dummies. They look awesome. I mean, they're the same as the last ones from the last game, but still, they are the proper Lost World Raptors. They've brought back all the legacy skins. It's just like a skin that you select now. It's just a pattern that you add on. Like a default skin. You don't edit it any further than that. But so, it's all cash. What are you doing to me, game? This isn't what I signed up for. There we go. Let's get that on the go. I'm using woods too much, I tell you. He's a monster of a man. Marcus needs a break. Marcus has been putting the work in, it must be said. He needs a chill. Can I get rid of this now? You know what? We've got the cash. I'm going to resupply it for now. Oh, I'm not. It's just, look how much it costs, man. It's so expensive. I don't think I need it. Yeah, I really think they are a temporary, desperate measure kind of thing. A storm protection kind of thing. They are not something you use to power your park. You'll just hemorrhage cash. Spending nearly $500,000 to fix them up. I think it could be a bit cheaper. I think at the moment the price maybe makes them feel slightly useless in some ways. I don't know. The area is not quite going to make it, is it? I mean, they're perfectly happy. I'd like them to be happier. We'll come check those out a little bit more in daytime. I'm not seeing a good way to give them space, so I think they're gonna just get over it. To be honest with you, I think that's the case. I think it's just like, they'll be fine. You know, what's the worst that could happen? Oh, did you just fail a go hunt? By the way, I think it did. I think it failed a go hunt. Didn't fail that one. Yeah, the one problem I've seen in terms of the game, in terms of bugs and stuff, and you know, the game is not out for another couple of months. About a month by the time you guys see this. The dinosaurs, like, they've clearly improved their movement so much, but it means that sometimes now they backwalk, they like moonwalk a little bit, or they sidewalk, and it looks a bit weird. It just needs a little bit of tweaking, but it's on the cusp of greatness. I'll give it that much. It really is. Now, people are complaining. What are they sad about? Oh, you want stuff over here, don't you now? That's okay, that's a good excuse to use our brand new amenities. So we have, as you can see, a medium amenity now. These are game changers, I'm telling you. Put them on this side, that makes more sense. I'm gonna need more power, probably. There's no dinosaur threat, it's always because your Rexes are beating up your Jeeps, basically. Like every single time. Without fail.
Reaching out.